reception here. Mariota. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Hey, Charlie! Leo! Get it!
2nd and 5. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Down. Gator, protein spill.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here we go on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mariota now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this one is right through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Brings up second and 5.
Check out. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape. Wide. Get wide. Three.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cochran, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
This is taken at the 10. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now Mariota looking deep for Hilton. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in more.
That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. They'll run on first down. Cochran. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll throw again. Mariota. And Adams has it. Complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 3.
Mariota again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. It's caught here by Adams. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Mariota now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 6-yard line.
Check nickel. Kill. One. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cochran. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go. Got it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I smell General West. I smell fear in that offense. Watch twist. Now.
Now Manziel. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now Kamara. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Manziel. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check the outreach. Check. Lucky. Hey, Sam off. Sponge. No. Go. Watch safety screen. Go.
2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
We got 4. We got 4.
61, matchbox lights.
He's got to double up.
5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.